Hey everybody, the following is an excerpt from a Rahdo Roundup, and if you'd like to see the rest of the Roundup video, you can hit that eye in the top right corner of the screen or follow the link down in the show notes. And if you'd like to know more about the game, there's a link for that down in the show notes as well. Okay, so let's talk about Pandemic the Cure Experimental Meds, which is something I've been wanting to play for a long time because I really like Pandemic the Cure, which is a dice version of Pandemic, kind of a simplified, streamlined version of Pandemic where you're using dice instead of cards. I've always thought it was really cool. But whenever Jen and I have ever played Pandemic the Cure, I've always thought, well, this was nice, but I'd rather be playing Pandemic. And my main use that I could identify for Pandemic the Cure is it kind of encapsulates the pandemic experience in a wonderful travel form. The game compresses down to literally just a bag of dice and a few extra pieces, and you could take it and play it just about anywhere. Because, it's all about chunky dice and all that rather than cards that might blow away in the wind if you're trying to play it on a picnic. So I thought it had a really great utility. It was worth keeping around for that if I ever wanted to play Pandemic in a pub, let's say. But if I was at home, I don't think I'd ever play it over Pandemic. Just because not that it was bad, it's just that Pandemic is so much better. So I've been waiting for Experimental Meds because I was hoping that would be the thing that elevates the Pandemic the Cure experience to stand toe-to-toe with its pandemic brethren. And while it is very good and it adds two very interesting new modules, I'm sorry to say it didn't elevate the overall experience. It just provided more of the same experience. Yes, there are now purple dice which function different than other dice, and that's really cool. And and the main thing is there's a bunch more characters that introduce a lot more variety in terms of the special powers. That's very welcomed, and a bunch of new special event cards as well. So and then there were special green event dice that move around and create different hurdles to overcome. And I thought all that together combined was going to elevate the depth and complexity of this game to a level that we were more interested in. And while I definitely think it makes the game better, still not quite as good as even base vanilla Pandemic. So that's why it's so high. It's good like Pandemic the Cure is good. If you have Pandemic the Cure and you really, really love it, you should definitely get this experience because it definitely accentuates it. It enhances it, but it doesn't really elevate it. So that's why it's a little bit on the low side. Liked it, but only about as much as the base game. That's Pandemic the Cure Experimental Med. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It makes a huge difference, believe me. But with that out of the way, if you want some more, over on the left, there's a playlist for a bunch more Rahdo Rapid reviews. In the top right, the latest thing that's been added to the channel is right there. And in the bottom right, something that YouTube recommends. Okay, folks, thanks for watching.